Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Risks of Fury. I'm Kelsey Cook, and today, I can't wait to play this person. I'm so excited. I have on Dr. Drew.
Hey guys.
Yay.
Where's my camera? Here?
That's your camera.
That's my camera. Hi everybody.
That's your camera.
Just because you want to kick my ass, this will be great. This will be awesome. Here we go.
I feel like you told me that you wanted to play.
I do, because I haven't played since I was about 14, and I'd be curious to see what I can do.
And so you have some experience. And were you good back then?
I mean, not on a table like this though. I dig the weight of this table.
It's so different, right?
It's different, yeah. I mean, when kids play, sometimes they'll do this business, and you almost can't do that with this table.
Yeah.
So,
And
well, I know
you
you won't. I will not do it, but I mean,
Yeah.
you almost can't because they're so. You wouldn't want to the way they're weighted up.
There's some really shitty tables out there that are just. Like, it feels like you could lift them with one hand.
Yeah.
And I don't even consider that a foosball
I know that
table.
violates your sensibility.
It really,
there are few things out there that hurt you as much as that. Hurts your
it
soul.
upsets me.
Yeah.
If I go to like a bar and there's a table that just looks like a shelter animal where it's just like covered in shit, and I've gone in and been like, do you have some paper towels and some Pam? And
Maybe
I will
there's
like
a whole career here, save the foosball tables or
like foosball
restore.
rescue.
Yeah,
Bar
foosball
rescue,
rescue. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it upsets me. So we try to keep this table nice. Okay, so you have some foosball experience. Are you competitive?
Yeah, it can be, except when I get blown away, then I give up quickly. So.
Okay, good to know.
So just don't be too tough on me.
Okay. So we're gonna play the first game to 5. We'll just talk, we'll have a good time, and then after that, we'll kind of do some other things that...
Do some other things?
Yeah.
Sounds very bizarre.
I'm sure in your line of work, that's
okay, we'll just do some other things.
Loaded statement. But yeah, you'll see. It'll be fun. So,
but don't just put the ball in and just slam one in. Come on now.
No, I was gonna tell you. So the regulation play now is that you set it on your 5 bar. You ask your opponent ready. They say ready, and then you're supposed to touch the ball to 2 men. Wait a second, and then hit it. So there's no wild hitting.
Got it.
Okay. You feel good
Of course,
about that?
You get the ball first, of course.
Okay.
Right. You get it first.
Do you here? I'm gonna
No. You get it first.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's how you set it up.
Okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. So I've done your podcast, Dr. Drew After Dark, a couple times.
Oh, god damn it. It's the shit I hate. I hate those slam shots. God. All right, keep going.
I've never, by the way, you're very like emotionally, like a very steady.
Not when I play foosball.
I'm like, this is the most excited I've ever seen you get. Makes me very happy. Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
And I go back and forth.
Mm-hmm. And then you're good to go. So my second episode with you.
Was that intentional, or did I just do that?
You knew what you were walking into.
Yeah.
So my second episode on
ready? I don't care what your second episode. You ready?
Yeah. My second episode came out today because
yes.
You wanted to have me back on because there'd been like a controversy
Not
over...
a controversy. Yes. Well, the controversy... Can we play to 10?
We'll do some other rounds. That's fine.
Okay. Well, we're going to do some other stuff, so I hate to see what that's going to be. You ready?
Yes. So
it wasn't controversy so much. I knew. Don't do that. How do you? So annoying. And your parents are better than you?
Well, my mom's in the Foosball Hall of Fame.
So she's
been playing for 40 years. But if she and I play each other at a tournament now, it's kind of like 50-50. Like I'll beat her half the time.
Wow, about that.
Yeah,
Hall of Famer.
I learned everything.
Ready?
From her. Yes.
Okay, I got it finally into the backfield here.
So I came on your show the first time.
What was that?
Talked about
You did something funny there. Yeah, what's that all about?
Just like resets
Just for
the ball.
fun?
Just gets it where you want it to be.
Yeah.
So I came on the show and...
That was a good shot. Go ahead.
So
Came on the show because you talked about being multi-orgasmic, and I knew that would piss off a bunch of women because they get really weird about that.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, this huge conversation occurred.
And I didn't realize that. I went on the show,
come back.
had a great time, and then apparently, since I left, you were getting a bunch of messages of people saying that
all over the place, including my own wife. Everybody had an opinion.
So your own wife thought she's making it up that
Kelsey's
she can't
lying.
have more than one orgasm.
Kelsey's lying. Just you were just that's always where that's where the average female.
Yeah.
Right. Needs some sort of direct stimulation and can only have one orgasm and has a refractory phase. And so when somebody brings up this other biology, they just go, she's lying, she's bragging, she's distorting, that's not really happening. They have all kinds of explanations.
Right.
And people like yourself, or even more so like yourself, think the common woman is just sort of hasn't figured it out yet. They just don't know what they're doing.
Right.
Right.
And so I'm not that, where when I hear about women who struggle to have an orgasm or have to do a bunch of crazy weird shit in order to come, I'm not like, well, they just don't fucking know what they're doing.
It's so easy. What's the matter?
I would never think that. I just go,
I've heard that a lot, but I've heard more women going, it's the story, denying what happens with you. Just deny it. And I knew when you said that it would have kind of reaction, but it was a big reaction. So I thought we got to revisit this.
So crazy. Yeah. It's such a weird thing.
You already won.
I did already.
Oh, yeah. So we're just
having a nice conversation now. I just think that's such a weird thing to lie about. But we talked on the podcast how. So I'm allergic to everything.
Oh yeah.
This is how karma balances out for me.
This is how God is.
Like let me come a bunch of times because I can't eat a fucking Snickers bar.
Right.
Like let me have something.
Yeah. So there it is.
People aren't okay with that. I guess.
Well, let's see. Your podcast with me just went up where you made that proposal. Let's see what the reaction is.
Yeah, I don't know.
They will give you a little pass. I think we got deep enough into the conversation that women are going to just listen and learn, and then start to feel sorry for your allergies. Well, really feel sorry for your
for
your originals.
My original, the first time I tried masturbating?
Yes.
Yeah. If you guys don't know, it's the story is on YouTube for This Is Not Happening on Comedy Central. That the first time I tried masturbating, I used my mom's handheld manicure tool that was shaped like a dick, but it was made of rubber latex.
As is the custom, right?
As is custom, as you know.
Everyone's done that.
And,
but the part that I find cringeworthy is you having to go to your mom.
The worst.
And then the ER, and then...
And tell the doctor in the ER.
And you're 14.
My family doctor.
You're 14 or 15.
Oh, yeah, 15.
How did you get over the... I mean...
It's just trauma.
Just courage?
Just,
you just talk about the trauma so much it doesn't bother you anymore?
Yeah, I mean, that happened when I was 15. I started talking about it on stage probably when I was like 25. And then if you can make people laugh about it, it definitely helps. Yeah, and then you hear other people. So I wanted to ask you, before we get to the next round, what is the weirdest thing you've heard about somebody putting either in their vagina or their asshole?
Oh, or in their asshole?
Sure.
Well, that seems to be where people put the most bizarre stuff, right?
Yeah.
Women are a little bit daintier about all this because the rectum tends to be the domain of the male. Tends to be.
If you saw what that looked like after it had an allergic reaction to it, I don't think you'd call it dainty. Like that was not a good. That wasn't a nice moment for me.
Yeah, we used to see stuff in the ER all the time, right? Forget calls. I mean, you work in an ER more than a couple of weeks, you'll see somebody with something up their ass.
What's the weirdest thing, though?
Well, the weirdest part about it, I saw, vibrators routinely, like that went too far up, we have to retrieve.
God, my asshole just slammed shut. That sounds so terrible.
A guy with it was like a grapefruit, like a fruit. And,
did you say a grapefruit?
Yeah. And they go with a broomstick, but those, and every single, here's the craziness, this is the comedy. So it's some foreign body that, I think some of these things were somebody was like a drug deal gone bad, and they say here's what we're gonna do to you if you don't pay me, and then they do it. I think that's
like against their will.
Oh yeah, some of that stuff. Because some people needed surgery, and some people die. They punctured their colon and stuff. Yeah. But the comedy, if there is a comedy in this, when you ask them what happened, except for the vibrators, they will always say the same thing.
What?
Any guess?
I tripped and fell onto a grapefruit.
I sat on it.
Every time. I just
sat on it. I sat on it. Yeah. That was back in the 80s. Things were simpler then.
I don't know whose asshole is so gaping that you could sit on a grapefruit and it envelops it.
Right. That would not happen. And so it's just like every time somebody got stabbed, every stab wound I saw, and I saw hundreds, was some dude with a buck knife. Some dude with a buck knife. That was the answer to that. Well, who did it? What happened? Some dude with a buck knife. Had that thing get up your ass? I sat on it. Okay. So that's eventually stop asking.
Your life, the things that fill your brain.
Thank you.
The memories.
Thank you. I'm proud of that.
We're gonna do a second round now, so come on over here. We're gonna do some things to make it easier for you to beat me.
That's not possible.
Well, we'll see.
It's clearly not gonna happen.
We'll see.
What am I doing?
Okay, so grab one.
All right, good.
And tell me what number's on there?
1, 2.
One.
Is that 1 or a 2? 2?
That's a 2.
Yeah.
And I got 1. Okay, so you get a 3-point head start.
Like that's gonna do anything.
And so we customized this because you were coming on. We've never done anything like this. We bought a bunch of vibrating dildos, and we're gonna attach them to my rods and turn them on, and I have to play with it vibrating. What is this pine cone situation down here? Who's this for? This is gigantic. How do you turn this on? This is industrial. This is for like the biggest gangbang of all time. Who needs this much?
Maybe colonoscopy lab?
Jesus, the PA said somebody said this was $90.
Jesus.
It was not $90. This is $90. We're not even using this like for my asshole. This is just for like hands. This is such a waste. Wow, this is.
Now beat me. Come on, here we go.
Jesus Christ. So I'm turning these on. Go ahead and take 3 points.
Why
start with
bother?
3.
Why bother?
And
That thing, that's like, these are like industrial strength. My hands are, I'm having trouble holding on this side of the table.
oh my God. This is like what I talked about on your podcast. If I put this to me, I would like puree my clit. Like this is for industrial kitchens for sure. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you some of the questions that people wrote in on Instagram story as we play.
All right.
What in the fuck is my life right now?
Yours?
Okay, so can we get to the bottom of if squirt is pee?
What's your, where do you come in on that one?
Well, I have never squirted, but I have heard from people who have that it's like pee, but more watery. So you can move it.
I can move the ball?
Yeah.
So just do that. So, that's so funny, huh?
This is so hard. That's what she said.
So,
Hands are so slippery from the lube. Okay.
there are two different things.
Okay.
There are people that pee. It's called female orgasmic incontinence in that case.
And it's just full on pee.
It's full on pee.
Okay.
And that's for a fair number of people, but why did I get out of my own way? And that's a fair number of people, but
Okay.
more than that, it is. See, I never get my defensive stance. That's the problem here. It is, there are women that actually, there's a gland called the periurethral gland that in the male turns into the prostate.
Oh.
So women sometimes have a tissue there that will actually produce fluid that's kind of like you ready?
Oh, yes.
It's
Yeah,
kind of
I
like
get it.
prostatic, ready?
Ready.
Kind of like prostatic fluid. See how I do more defense for you than you do for you.
Okay, so it's a gland.
Periurethral gland that produces and not everyone can do that. That's much like your talent. It's a special version.
But I've heard that people can teach themselves how to squirt. We had Jessie May Peluso come on and say that she taught herself how to squirt.
Some people maybe, you got to have that gland, and it's got to be producing enough fluid to be able to do that. And that's not everybody.
Okay, so some people just biologically will never be able to squirt.
Correct. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, we have officially debunked. So it's not pee.
It can be, and that is female orgasmic incontinence, and some people do that.
But what's the fluid if it's the gland?
It's I don't know, it's got a name. Periurethral fluid.
Okay, interesting. You're really like the Bill Nye of coming. Like, I'm learning so much from you. Okay, so people kept writing in about your rule about nothing bigger than the OK symbol can go in your asshole.
Right, that was show 1 of After Dark, and I think Segura was with me.
Okay.
I'm not ready yet. And somebody asked the question, like, and I just said, just generally, just nothing.
Nothing bigger
than
this.
Just the OK sign. Just leave it at that. God damn it.
Oh, shit.
Oh, right. Like, that's going to make any difference.
This is so insane. Oh, my God. I'm going to die with this lube on my hands. Like, this will never come off. It's so greasy.
Hey, I defended 1 ball.
There you go.
And I made 1 shot on goal. This is going to be quite a game.
Ah, shit. Okay. Okay. Somebody was asking it as like a challenge question, like, how can you But you can go bigger. I mean, porn
Yes, you
stars.
can.
Porn stars obviously go a lot bigger,
you
but
can.
you're saying in general.
I just said as a rule of thumb. How about we just say? How about we just say that? Oh,
Okay. Somebody wants to.
Oh, finally a goal.
Oh,
finally.
5 and I have 4. Okay, I need to focus. I forgot that you started with so many.
Right.
Somebody wants to know how you feel about squatty potties.
Agnostic. If it helps you, congratulations.
Do you use a squatty potty?
I do not use one. I'm not sure they're so necessary, but.
I bought one and it like hurt my.
You tried one?
Like my ass bones because it's pushing your knees up and then it's just so much pressure.
On the toilet, on the seat, on the rim.
Yeah,
that makes sense to me.
What's the worst thing that Tom Segura has ever made you watch?
A lot of bad things. The two that jump out at me, they had one guy, like a mechanic, bringing a car into a bay, and the car kept going, just slams right into him, and essentially cut his legs off. Tom thought that was so funny.
Tom, Jesus Christ.
And I was like, I said, that's a dead person. Well, they actually looked into it, and the guy survived, just had terrible fracturing and things.
Horrifying.
He thought that
to
was
watch.
hysterical. And then there was I think you watched the shit pool, right? Didn't you? Yeah.
I'll never forget it.
I won't either. That's the other one.
Okay.
Some guy dumpster diving with a
In a
leather
sewer.
in a not a sewer, a cesspool, just filled with shit.
And that was like how this dude came. That was his? It was a fetish for him to swim
we
in the sewer.
think, but
Yikes.
thank you, Tom and Christina, for making my life so much richer. Here we go.
So
Ready?
many people's yes. Another person wrote in asking how autoerotic
Asphyxiation.
Asphyxiation?
Yeah,
Autoerotic
asphyxiation.
Asphyxiation. Why that makes orgasm so much more intense.
Because when you cut the oxygen off to your head, you get your brain gets, just before you die, when you see the white light and stuff, your brain gets flooded with a bunch of endorphins and things that make everything more intense. And
so choking's like the mild version of that.
That's the same idea. Same idea.
God. Oh, fucking dildos. God damn it.
What's this move? What's that all about?
I don't even know. I just feel like if it hits it, then it goes back further. So yeah, we talked about on your podcast that this is too intense for me. And you feel like that's pretty common for people
you said
that.
Puree. I think.
Yes.
Yeah, I think you did it. You won. I think women are more nuanced than men understand. Generally speaking.
Yeah. This is a lot. Wow. Well, that was a first. Okay. Well, while we take these off, I'm gonna tell you that for the third and final round, we're gonna play 2-ball, which is where we each have a ball.
We each have our own?
We each have a ball, and we say 1, 2, 3, go, and we hit it, and then you have to score both balls to get 1 point.
Okay, and you're playing essentially offense and defense simultaneously.
Yes, and if we each score 1, it's just a wash.
Okay.
So I told you, we asked about Tom showing you crazy videos.
Yeah.
Which then you do that on your show, where you show.
They send them over to my show.
Okay.
People were so happy with me being humiliated and upset watching those videos. We made a whole show about it.
You seem to really be delighted by them. It seems to bring you a lot of joy to watch people watch them.
Yes.
To watch your guests watch them.
The guest reactions are fun and interesting, but the videos make me very sad.
Well,
they actually make me very sad.
Well, what we're gonna do today, as a little bit of payback for you making me watch these horrible videos on your show, is we're gonna pull up the cake fart video, which you've seen apparently. You haven't seen this?
I don't think so, but thank you.
We thought maybe you've seen this.
Thank you.
But, so it's a woman farting into a cake.
Oh, my old Loveline partner used to play those. Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna make you watch a video of a woman farting into a cake over and over while you eat cake. You're gonna eat some cake.
I'm on a no-carb diet. Make me eat vegetables or something. Something.
Damn it. Okay. Well, we'll make you eat something.
Yeah, make me something.
And then also we're gonna pull up the video that you made me watch with you of the woman drinking her own urine while you drink some Gatorade.
Okay. I'm good.
Some lemon lime Gatorade. You okay with that?
I'm good with that.
Okay, so somebody wrote in and says, is vaginismus real, and
Yes.
how would it be treated? What the fuck is that?
It is what you had when you had your allergic reaction. It's a spasm of the vaginal musculature. And it really hurts, and it's, you think it's funny.
I'm laughing. I mean, that
Was
situation
not
that happened to
funny.
me
Right.
was not, I don't know if it was that. It was just like a severe.
Well, vaginismus followed all the
Swelling.
swelling and stuff.
Oh, okay.
And, but some women get it for various reasons, and it's a spinal reflex, essentially, and they have to get physical therapy to get out of it.
Where their pussy just tightens up?
Yeah, and it hurts when they try to penetrate. There's lots of reasons for it, but
I feel like that's like every dude's dream, though. You know?
no, can't penetrate.
You cannot get in.
Not without real pain. I mean, men are bad; they're not that bad typically. That's
a bad person. But
Yeah.
I just mean like every guy.
I get
like
what you're
the
going for.
tightest pussy, but I didn't realize that was even possible.
Vaginismus. Read about it. It's another thing
sounds
that
horrible.
you've never had, right? Except when you introduced electric toothbrushes or whatever you were doing. What was it?
Manicure tool.
Okay.
I did try a Sonicare at one point though. Before that.
Oh, good. And that worked, right?
That is just There's
Yeah,
nothing latex about that. I was 15.
Okay, what am I doing here? I'm watching you. What you doing
Okay,
here?
are you ready?
Yeah. You
1,
ready?
2, 3, go.
Yeah, it's a little defense here. Ooh, going in.
God damn it! Trying to do. Oh, that was a nice shot. Trying to do too many things at once.
You created this thing where you have to do too many things at once. God damn it.
Okay, so that's
Push.
a wash. That's a wash. Okay, somebody also asked, do you agree with Adam Carolla's theory about little girl voice?
That's not his theory. That was I showed him that.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
what is? 1, 2, 3,
Is
go.
that people get arrested at certain stages of development when they have trauma, and it affects you. You could. I kicked that one in. If you close your eyes, you can hear the age. Literally, like you're talking to a person who's the age. You can tell which age they were traumatized because they just stopped developing.
Whoa.
It caused developmental arrest. So on Loveline, we used to bet. We'd hear the voice and we go, all right, hold on. We put her on hold. We go, let's bet. What was the age at which she was traumatized? And we were rarely wrong.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that before. I mean, that makes sense.
Yep.
All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
Okay. God damn it. This is so unfair. It's like, why don't we just play pro football with,
I mean, again, you wanted to come on the show.
I guess I did.
You approached me.
I did.
Okay.
Well, I thought I was being nice, quid pro quo like. Ready?
1, 2, 3, go.
Little did I know, though, it's just going to be had. Taken advantage of.
I'll always be super nice to you on your show, but people don't want to watch me be nice on here.
Yeah.
Okay, ready? I'm gonna move it there for you. I still have this goddamn $90 lube on my hands. Is that why it's $90? Fucking
Now it was
never
for the
leaves me.
volume, not for the
Jesus
type.
Christ.
Give it right back to you. Ah. All right.
Okay, 2 more points, and then it's Gatorade.
Curtains.
You're in time.
Whoops.
All right, ready?
Gatorade, you're in time. So we still have to go back and forth with it? or
No,
we
you can just
shoot?
hit it. Okay,
Ready?
1, 2, 3, go.
Ooh, come on.
So, what did your
Ooh, how about that?
what did your wife say after?
After this podcast you did?
Yeah, after the more recent one where I.
She hadn't heard it yet. She's probably
okay.
listening right now. She's flying back from New Orleans, and I bet she's listening to it, going, "What the?"
You have to let me know if she's still not convinced.
That's good. That'll be interesting. Then I'll bring you both on.
Just battle it out.
Yeah.
Do you talk about your sex life on your shows or?
Not usually. Not particularly. Did you get 2 in?
No, you got the first
Yeah.
one. Damn it. That's interesting because I feel like your job is so getting into other people's.
But I mean, look, I'm an internist, right? And we just started. I got into it to talk about AIDS, and I just was there answering any questions that came along, and all this other shit came barreling
now you
in.
watch urine videos. Yeah.
Well, that's Segura stuff. I'm really just talking about Loveline. Whoop.
Oh, you're fine.
Wait a minute. I'll let you do that.
Oh, you're all good. There you go.
Loveline people just had questions, and so I just answered them. So.
But you've been with your wife for 30 years. That's amazing.
We've been married for 20.
Wow.
9, I think, 28. And then we've been together like 35 or something.
Wow.
Crazy.
So clearly, you guys know what you're doing in the bedroom. Like
everything's good.
That's awesome.
Wait, how about crazy that it's good after all those years? That's weird, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy. So I recommend that.
I want to ask you so many questions.
Go ahead.
You'll answer about your sex life? Are you guys like kinky? Are you into like some kind of weird shit?
Not really.
Okay.
I mean, no.
No?
She likes to be tied up, but that's about it.
Oh, okay.
So, I don't understand that. I don't understand that at all. So it's hard to participate in that.
Do you have any like weird fetishes?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Nothing?
Sorry about that.
I feel like maybe you do. Like, can I ask you like what your go-to porn is?
Again, pretty standard stuff.
Nothing too crazy.
Attractive people, yeah. It's like, that's about it for me. So.
Okay. Here, we'll keep playing.
Oh,
1, 2, 3, go. Somebody wrote in. I think this is super interesting. Where do foot fetishes come from? Like why?
Nobody knows. That's kind of interesting. That's not understood. People have various theories about it. One is that, there you go. One of the arousal centers is near sort of where we perceive, sort of motor neuron feet. Another theory is that it's, during childhood, highly arousing traumatic experiences tend to occur when you're way down here. And so it maybe somehow wires in some, so nobody knows, bottom line.
That is so
pretty weird though, a lot of foot stuff out there.
Yeah, I found out I'm
out.
on Wiki Feet. I didn't know that, but I am, and I think I only have like a 3.2 out of 5 stars. Like it's it's like an Applebee's feet sort of situation. It's not. I kind of wished I hadn't looked, but
here we go.
Ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, go. Yeah, a guy sent me a message and said like $2,000 for foot vid, and I was very tempted, but
you just did it, right?
I didn't, because I feel it's like the whole
a violation.
One is like if you give a moose a muffin. You remember that childhood book? It's like I give him a foot video, something else is gonna start from there.
The same guy, or some other, or you're gonna go down. You're gonna go down some road where you're giving all kinds of other videos out.
I mean, I might. That's a nice chunk of change.
Right.
But yeah, I feel like he would want more than that, maybe. I've never seen you anything but just like very doctor and composed.
Come on.
I love watching you get upset. Oh, that was so much fun for me.
Good.
Was that fun for you?
I'm glad it made you happy. No, it's not fun for me.
You have a little bit of fun?
Yes, it was a little bit fun. As unfun things go, getting your ass handed to you.
That's true. Well, now we're gonna make it a little more unfun, and you're gonna drink some Gatorade. Is that okay with your carb stuff?
I'll deal with it.
Just a few sips.
Yeah.
This is just a 30-second clip of it says girl drinking her friend's piss.
So I'm about to drink Anna's piss.
Why?
That sucks. I don't want to do any of this.
What is wrong with people?
What is wrong with people?
Oh, fuck. There you go.
Why is that so hard on Anna?
Okay, so you have to drink it as she drinks it.
Cheers.
That is so funny.
Oh my God, it does really weirdly.
Does it fuck with you?
Yes, it screws with you.
Me and I'm not even drinking it.
Oh my God. Okay, do it again.
Do it again.
Try one more time.
You're a good man.
Why is it so hard for Anna that's providing the piss?
I don't know.
She's like, oh my God. Oh.
You had one job to do, Anna. You don't even have to drink it.
This is the soft limit for me.
I like the way Kelsey's like.
It really is.
Okay.
Because you were watching, like, you know it's not a fake.
Yeah.
Yeah, girl. Get it.
It is so weird.
Yeah,
It's so weird that it gets you like that.
Oh, I'm so glad that upset
well,
you the way
thank
I
you.
was hoping to.
Well, good. I didn't vomit. It's good.
It was gonna be a bummer.
Rachel's disappointed. I didn't throw up.
I was worried you were gonna drink it and feel like it wasn't
You need to
gonna
hydrate.
I thought you would just breeze through it, and then that was gonna be kind of like anticlimactic. But I'm happy that
No,
you freaked out.
you showed me gross. Well, to be fair, you primed it by making me look at 60 other terrible videos.
That was way worse. So
all Rachel's
everything we
porn
watched.
menu or porn search.
Porn menu for the Cheesecake Factory.
Oh my God.
Thank you so much for doing this.
Pleasure to do this.
Can you
thank you.
plug all of the places that people can find you?
Whom do I plug to?
Plug to the middle camera.
Middle camera. So
Right there.
everything's really at drdrew.com or drdrew.tv. I do a daily streaming show now where I just answer people's questions. They tend to be kind of medical and mental health type stuff. And then on Sundays, typically, we do a call-in show, again, streaming on all the platforms, Twitch, Facebook, anywhere. Just watch if you sign up at drdrew.com, you'll get a little blast out, or drdrew.tv. And then the Dr. Drew and Adam and Drew, and then the After Dark, which is what Kelsey did, which is, people seem to like that podcast. So.
It's so fun.
It is a fun one. And it's
Such
all
a
a bunch
good
of comedians and their stuff.
So please go listen to that. You guys can follow me on Instagram at Kelsey Cook Comedy. Twitter is at Kelsey Cook. Website is kelseycook.com for tour dates. And please subscribe to the All Things Comedy YouTube channel. Give this video a thumbs up. Watch the other episodes. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
And don't ever play Kelsey at foosball. Don't ever do that.
Thank you guys for watching another episode of Wrist of Fury. Be sure to pick up your official Wrist of Fury shirts. They are buttery soft. They feel like dolphin skin. They're lovely. Be sure to like and subscribe to the All Things Comedy channel, and you can get the shirts at the link below. Free shipping.